Hello guys and welcome to another video. This time I wanna show you guys the top 10 best gods for beginners. On this video I'm gonna be explaining you guys their kits, show a standard build for them, and also their strengths. So let's start with the top 10 god. Awilix, the goddess of the moon. She is an assassin that can win 1v1s, do easy and quick ganks, and she is also really safe and has good mobility. She does physical damage. You're usually gonna see her in the jungle role, and her builds are really strange oriented, so you can burst the enemy and one shot them. Alright guys, now I'll be explaining to you guys the basic kit of Willix. Start with passive. The passive says that when you have not taken or dealt any damage for the past 5 seconds, you gain 25% basic attack power and strength for 4 seconds, which means you need to be not the first one engaging. That makes sense. Or like you need to be like really sneaky. You just like snake behind them, and you do increase damage. You can see the 75 to that guy. When the body runs out, I do less damage. Sorry. Okay. I do 62. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. And let's go with the first ability. Sorry. First ability is Summon Suku. It gives you 30% increased movement speed when you're mounting Suku. This is a pet. It's also a leap that does damage, like this. And you can use it to get out. It combines really well with the passive, because you just apply it. If you haven't taken any damage, you just use it to get out. Use it to like, engage. And you break walls, or just pretty straightforward. The second ability is first step. You need to hit an auto attack. So you go over them and you go behind them, you root them, and you also cripple them, which means they cannot use any dashes or jumps. And you also are on targetable. What's the name? Yeah, untargetable. Okay. This means like you have like some immunity frames. Like if this guy is trying to like hit me or whatever, like I just go over him and he cannot hit me while I'm doing that. And it has a second stage, which is if you hit the second auto attack, it does increase damage. It's also a circle, so it means that it does like AoE damage. Like if I hit this guy, I only hit him, but if I hit second auto attack, I hit all of them. Okay. You can also combine it with the one like this. It's like just a quick first step, if that makes sense. And then the third ability, it's a lineup. It's a line. You use it with the damage. You can combine it with the two again, like the one. And the important thing about this is that when you are behind them, you can use it to knock up. You can see you can knock up multiple people like this. You can use it while you're mounting Suku. So it's like really useful. And you use it to combo with the ult. You guys can see like this little mark, that's the mark of the ult. And the ult itself doesn't do anything besides giving yourself team with knockout immune and attacks with an increased damage. But as you can see, after it's gone, like you lose a ton of DPS. And then the important thing about this is that when you do the knockup and you see the mark, you can ult them, so you pull them into you, so it's done, and they take increased damage, and you start like autoing them. Okay? You pull the closest target to you, which means a mirror all over there. It's not gonna get pulled. The need is the one gonna get pulled, like this. You see the mark, boom. You can only pull one people, like I said. So that's pretty much it. You also get marks when your team is doing like knockups for you, like Vulcan 3, backswap, things like that. And you also get mark when you see a need jumping, like doing any type of leap, like outing jump, need jump. You see like this need will be like backflipping. Boom, I ult her, she's pulled back. You cancel her jump and you just kill her. And now I want to show you guys some like simulation combat, simulated combat, if that makes sense. So let's go over there. Alright, I'll show you guys how to do a 100 to 0 combo. I jump on him, I feather step, and I get behind him, I ult him, and then he's just basically dead. And I'll show you guys up next this flashy combo. I blink behind the guy, I do a knockup into a cripple, and then I wait for his jump. As you guys can see, I pull him back, and then he has no escape, he just dies. The curve build for this god basically looks, you can rush Hydro Cement into Jardins so you get your ults way quicker, into Crusher, and then after that it's kinda just up to you. The ability maxing or level is you're gonna be starting with the 2 into the 3, and also put points on your ult whenever you can. Going over the 9th place, we have Bellona, the Goddess of War. She is a warrior that wants to build some damage, but also wants to get some defense. She is the worst nightmare of the 100 class by having multiple abilities to negate their basic attacks, and she also does physical damage, and you will normally see her in the solo lane. Alright guys, now let's go over Bellona's kit. Let's start with passive. It's whenever you hit your basic attacks, or they hit you with basic attacks, you gain movement speed per stack. It goes up to 5, and it also combos with every ability that you have outside of the ult, because you have different weapons. Let's start with the 1. It's like the Silk Bash. It's literally just a dash that does damage, and it gives you your shield, which gives you increased protections when you hit auto attacks, and also gives you block stacks, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you absorb all the damage from one god per basic attack. So it's basically, you're like, again, like I said, you're the nightmare of the ADCs. Like if they try to auto you, it's just really hard for them to kill you. Now the second ability is Bludgeon. You spin, and then you slam the ground. For every god that you spin around, does increase damage. So we see that there's 279 on that guy. If we try to spawn 2 more gods, it will go up to 352. And if we hit all of them, it goes up to almost 600 damage. So that's how you want to use Bellona. Whenever you have a lot of people around you, you just press 2, you hit them, you slam them, okay? And then the 3, also it does AoE damage on the basic attacks. So like, I don't want to kill them. So like this, now you do AoE damage with your auto attacks. That's the passive of the weapon. And then you have the Scorch. Let me go take damage over here. I healed by accident. The Scorch is a line that disarms people. So if there were, if these people were auto attacking me, they wouldn't be able to, because they're disarmed for 1.9 seconds. And it's also a Scourge that every time I hit an auto attack, I heal, and I also gain attack speed, like this. I get attack speed and I start healing, so it's like really useful for like brawling or like trying to lifesteal up something. If you need like totem or like any RPs, like you can just sustain for a little bit with this. And then we have the ult. It's basically like a leap. You jump on them. You can use it to either engage or get out. You can go over walls like this, or like I say, just to engage. And it's a big stun. It does pretty good damage. Whoever is in the flag gains strange, intelligence, physical protections, or magical protections. But now let's go over the simulation combat. So I was explained before, you're basically the nightmare of the ADCs. You use 1. I am absorbing damage, like she's literally not doing anything to me. I try to lifesteal and I just slam them, and she literally just dies by using all my abilities. So now I want to show you guys how a 1v1 goes with your ult up. You can use your ult for immunity frames and try to dodge anything you usually use it to upside down, and as you can see, my health bar doesn't even go to the health, and I just win the 1v1. The core build of Bellona starts with the Varus Hamlet into Berserker Shield, and you go Sanguine Lashed, and the ability maxing goes with the 2 into the 3, and you put points on your ult whenever you can. But there's also matchups where they just cancel your 2 a lot, so you can max your 3 into your 2. Let's start with number 8, Fenrir, the Unbound. This god is an assassin with high mobility, but also provides high control that will help you and your team to get easy kills and lock down enemies. He does physical damage, and his builds can go from hybrid with defense and damage or even full damage. This time you can see him in multiple roles, which is support and jungle. Alright guys, let's go over Fenrir's kit. Let's start with the passive. Sorry, I was resetting the passive. Basically, the passive is it combines and like empower your all your abilities. By all the abilities, I mean the 1 and the 3. You get stacks by hitting auto attacks, and it goes up to 5 stacks. As you guys can see, I have the passive here, and it basically empowers your 1 and your 3. Let's go over the 1. 1, it's a leap that does damage. It goes pretty far. You can go over the walls like this. You can use it to engage or to get out. It does pretty decent damage, and when you have your runes charge, it stuns. It stuns the enemies, and when you hit it, you get 3 stacks for 1 enemy, but you can get multiple stacks. Like I get 3 stacks here, and I can get multiple stacks when I hit multiple enemies. Like I can just get full passive charge with 1 jump. The 2 also helps you charge your passive. You gain 2 runes when you hit it. It gives you strange, attack speed, lifesteal, and the buff duration is for 4 seconds. So if you are like, they are damaging you, like if you are hurt like this, you can just come here, use your 2 and try to lifesteal. It's pretty decent lifesteal. You can also combine it with the 3, because the 3 does lifesteal. And now let's go over the 3. 3 is a short range dash that can go over some walls, not all walls. Like for example this wall, no, but like you can go like over this little wall. It will follow enemies. So you can like follow enemies when they're dashing out, for example. If they're leaping, you cannot follow them. And every hit that you hit, it's gonna also charge 1 of your runes. So, and when it's empowered, it does increase damage. It also has anti-heal, by the way. When you hit it, you can hit multiple enemies in the area, and as you can see, it does like pretty good damage. It's basically an ability to close the gap and try to finish enemies. And then we can go over the ult. The ult, it's basically you turn into a big dog, which is awesome, and you can like bite people. So you can just like do this and just like charge the enemy and bring them into your team, or just like ult them. You just put them in the corner and, you know, just kill them. You know, you can only bite 1 enemy, and you can also use this ability because it gives you movement speed. You can also use this ability to just get out. Like if you're running away, you can also just use it to like get out, and you know, you can. It's like a lot of mobility in 1 character. Okay, now let's go over the simulated combat. As you guys can see here, I jump on the guy, stun him, I hit my 2 to get lifesteal and charge my passive again, and then I hit the 3 with the empowered passive, so I do more damage, and this guy has no escape, and I follow his dash till he's dead. The second scenario is me jumping on him, stunning him, and ulting him into tower. That's something you can do to do really easy ganks and just use the tower to secure damage and finish the kill. The core build for this god, you're gonna start with Bragg's Harp into Turfing, and then I like to go some defense, which is gonna be Magi's Cloak. That will help you a lot so your tree doesn't get interrupted. And the ability maxing is gonna be, you start with your 3, you brutalize, into your 2, and then your 1. You don't really want to invest points in the ult because it doesn't do a lot of damage. Time for the number 7, Bacchus, the god of wine. This big strong guy is a guardian that likes to tank a lot for his team, providing a lot of crowd control in 3 different abilities, and also providing good damage numbers, making it really easy for your team to just finish the kill. He does magical damage, and you can catch him on the sport roll or even in the solo lane. Okay guys, let's go over Bacchus abilities, and we start with the passive. The passive is Strongbow Meter. Basically, you guys see the little meter over here. You charge it with your 1. We'll go over the 1 in a little bit. You charge it with your 1. It has two triggers. The first one, it's you're not drunk. And the second one, it's you are tipsy. It's when you're at 30%, and the last one, it's your smash at 60%, which means those two tiers are gonna give you like up empowered abilities on your 2 and your 3, and also your ult. And that's basically it. You also gain strange intelligence and protections. So let's go over the 1. It heals you for 80, and it helps you become more drunk. And then your next basic attack does increase damage like this. So I heal for 80, and then you guys can see I do more damage. I do like 145 damage per auto attack. That's pretty much it. And then we go over the second ability, the belly flop. It's a jump, the leap. That when it's empowered, when you're tipsy, it also slows enemies, and also when you hit them, you do a knockup on them, like this. It's really easy to do, and you can combine it with the 1 to just do another attack after. It's pretty good damage. Let's go over the 3. It's the Belch of the Gods. You channel burp. You burp on people. It's a cone ability that when you are tipsy, the final tick is gonna stun enemies, and every tick does a little damage. You guys can see it's really easy. You can stun multiple people, and you're displacement immune when you're using it. You can combine it to also secure your 2, like this. So you stun him, and you secure your 2. And then the last ability is the Intoxicate. Intoxicate, it's a circle that goes around you. It does damage, and it also when you're smashed, you gain strange, and also intelligence. It does really good damage, and you guys are gonna see. I did show Start Dancing. That's the Intoxicate CC. It's also pretty funny, and it's really hard to hit any abilities or arrow attacks when you're intoxicated. So it's really good. You can also use it to like initiate fights. So you can, because you win strange and intelligence, right? So you use it like this, and then you use your abilities, and that will be basically it. Let's go over the simulated combat. So this is what you have to do when you spam fun time with Bacchus. You start using your 1 so you can start getting your drunk O meter for the empowered abilities. You're always gonna have your 1 even if you don't have a skill point on it. Just like start share your passive with your spawn, and then you just get it. And once you get it full, you can get out, and then it's fighting time. You jump on your enemies. You use your 1. You can use your 3 to cancel any channeling abilities like the Ares tree, as you guys can see. And then you want to keep fighting, hit your enemy, jump on him, use your Intoxicate for more damage. And I wanted to show you guys how you can use your 3 for displacing immune, like this Ares ult. I just immune it and I just kill him. Really easy, really useful character. The core build of this character goes really support oriented. You can start with Stampede, so you can boost the movement speed of your teammates, into Talisman Purification, that it's also getting buffed next patch, and I like to go Freya's Tears for some cooldown. The ability maxing for this character usually is matchup dependent. It depends if they can cancel your tree or not, but I want to say that it's just easier to hit the tree, right? So let's just start with the tree into your 2, and you can put points on your ult whenever you want, because it does a lot of damage. This video is gonna be divided into parts, guys, so it's not like a 50-minute video. And the last god of this video, taking the 6th spot, it's Hoji, Defender of the Earth. This god is a hunter that relies his damage on his basic attacks, but it also has a lot of utility on his ability kit. He's gonna win you big teamfights, and also has a leap that I consider the safest leap of the game. Some people is scared to play him because you need to hit your bounces, But it's not like you need a trigonometry title to play him. He does physical damage, and you usually find him on the carry role. Alright guys, let's go over the Hoji's kit. Let's start with the passive. The passive, it's sound dash when you get hit by a crit or you take more than 25% of your health in a single bow, you become sound touch for 3 seconds, and this reduces your active cooldowns for 2 seconds. And it also marks the enemy that hit you or deal the damage on you. The one, it's called Ricochet. It's an arrow that you can shoot in a straight line, but as you guys can see, it also can bounce off walls. You can fight like cool bounces. It can bounce up to 3 times, but if you build intelligence, you have more than 400 intelligence, it can bounce up to 3 or to 4 times. I mean, so like right now, you can see a triple bounce. But it's also not really that hard to do a triple bounce. Like you can just line up and you get an easy triple bounce. You don't need to take too much time into thinking about your triple bouncing. Just shoot it. Just shoot it. Sometimes it's just lucky. Sometimes it's just like you're gonna hit that. But yeah, it does like pretty good damage. You can try to do a double bounce on people like this. It does increase damage, and like I said, if you have intelligence, let's build some intelligence like this. Now we have over 400. It's gonna go and do a 4 bounce like this instead of triple. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a really cool god. It's also not that hard to use. Like I said, don't focus too much on the bounces. The 2 is the mark of the golden crow. You mark an enemy, causing them to the other abilities that you use are gonna have an additional effect. For example, you can combine it with the 1. So you stun them. You can combine them with the 3, that I'm going to show the 3. The 3 is the leap, and it does a knockup if you combine it with the 3, and also it slows them. And when you use your ult, they are slowed in the area of the ult, okay? So that's basically the 2. The 2 is a mark that you can mark only one enemy, or they can be marked by your passive, like we said before. That's pretty much it. If you have more strength and intelligence, they take more damage with your auto attacks. But if you have more intelligence, they take like extra, like their stun lasts more, like 0.6 seconds, and the slow also lasts longer. On the 3, like I showed for a little bit, it's a leap that I consider the safest leap of the game, because you can use it here and then just move a little bit and go over there. But you can use it like here. You just run to your tower. It's also a really good combination to secure your 1, because it's a huge knockup that you can see at this guy. You jump on him, and then you just bounce him like that. Pretty easy, and it's safest, and it's also really good for aggressiveness. It's a little bit of both. And then we have the ult. It's the Sunbreaker. You shoot 9 suns in all this area, and then you see a bigger sun, and that's a wall. What does this do? It blocks. It's literally a wall. So it's gonna block where it wants to go here, and if you wanna go, you can use the recast, so the wall disappear like this. So if you need to like cross, you just press it again, and you just disappear the wall. You can use it to do really cool combos with your 1, because since that big sun is also a wall, you can use it to like do it like this and just get a bounce of that wall, as you can see. It also applies a slow when they are marked. So like this, when they are marked, it applies slow. You can just like full commit. It's a really easy god, and just don't worry about the bounces again. Like really, don't worry about the bounces. It's the last thing you need to worry about. It's a really easy god and safe god. Let's go over the simulated combat. So here I just want to show you guys how easy it is to just get a triple bounce on any wall. Like, it's a lot of damage, and I just jump to finish the kill. And now in this scenario, I just want to show how you can just like jump on him, secure bounce. It's so easy. And the last scenario, I just want to show how safe he is and how you can just win almost every 1v1. I'm gonna use the leap to dodge the Vulcan ult. You can save it last second. Literally, it's so smooth to you save the jump. And I just get the knockup, hit the ult, hit my one, and it's just an easy kill. Now let's talk about the core build. You start with Lernian bow, into Tyrfing, into Odysseus bow, and then you go Titans. The ability leveling is starting with the 1, you pull all the points on your 1, and then you max your 2, and you put points on your ult whenever you can. So that's gonna be it for the first part of the video, guys. Remember that this video is mainly focused for beginner players. I'll be bringing the next part on Wednesday. Tomorrow's video is gonna be about ESET. It's gonna have an ability breakdown and also a gameplay. So I'll be bringing them tomorrow and then coming back with the second part of this video on Wednesday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.